Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and today we are heading out to Silver Ridge Peaks for probably one of the last SRP hunts over the next month or two, and there is one big reason for that. This is the only map that is not going to be getting a complete population redistribution and reset with this next update, so there's going to be a pretty good chance that I won't spend as much time on it because every other map is going to have so many new changes and new places to look for animals. So I feel like, for the most part, I'm going to be spending time on other maps. I'm going to be spending time on Revontuli, and I just won't really have as much time to play Silver Ridge Peaks, so I figured today would be a good day to go out and do at least one more hunt on here before we start playing Revontuli and all of the maps that are going to be getting major changes with this next update. You know, we have ran into something actually very interesting, and that's the fact that this is a level 1 server. This is something you truly do not get to see every day, and because of that, we have a map that is virtually completely unhunted, and that means there's a good chance that we might find some diamonds or rares today. So I'm definitely going to be spending a lot of time hunting on this server because we could find some really amazing trophies, and I'm definitely going to take full advantage of that. I have been looking for a couple different trophies here on Silver Ridge Peaks for a while, so it'd be nice if we could maybe get a couple of them today, and this is the perfect server to do that on. Well, that right there is a pretty large mule deer, and I think it's going to be a good one to take out with the 308 real quickly. This does look like it has a chance at being diamond, as 312 is the minimum diamond score. And this rack right here, I believe, is the one that can make it past 310 on rare occasions, so if we're lucky, this could be a diamond. I've seen a couple of them in the past, so always a possibility we could get one as well, even though it is quite rare. Well, here is our mule deer buck. Let's hope that this ends up being the very rare diamond level 4. There's a pretty low chance of it, but you know, it is a pretty good one still. 300 is not bad. I think this actually might be the wrong rack. I believe I need the one with 2 stickers on each side in order to have a chance at making it, but then again, not 100% sure on that either, so this is, regardless, is still a pretty good mule deer, and I'm definitely happy with it. You know, every time I find a low-level SRP server like this, I'm always wanting to find myself a Melanistic mountain goat, because that's something I still don't have that I would really like to add to the lodge. Unfortunately, I have not been able to find one on this server, but we did find this decent level 4 right here. That is a pretty high-scoring one. It does look like it has a chance at making diamond, though I imagine it's probably just below. Well, there it is in all of its glory, that beautiful level 4. This does appear to be a little bit too small for diamond, but I imagine it's still a pretty good one, and it is at 100.40. I kind of figured it wasn't going to make it just because of how much these kind of get smaller at the top. Like, these horns narrow down quite a bit as they go towards the top, and that typically is a sign of it not going to make diamond, and unfortunately that was the case here. Well, that is a 9 to 11 weight estimate light brown turkey. Let's go ahead and take that thing out. And then I think we will transition ourselves into the first trophy that I got over the last couple days right after we pick this thing up, because they have something in common, and that actually looks like a solid mule deer if I could just spot it. It actually is probably level 3, so I think we'll leave it. However, as I was saying, we did end up getting a pretty cool turkey while I was recording off of the normal recording times. I happened to be playing during the late night and unfortunately could not record commentary because of it. However, I did end up finding myself a light brown turkey that was a level 3, so I think let's go ahead and check that out before we pick this up. This was definitely a pretty cool find. It's not every day you end up seeing a light brown level 3. They're definitely a lot more common than they used to be, but it's still not a super common thing to see, so it is nice to find one. Do like getting those down whenever I can because it's a little more interesting than just the normal turkey. I still don't agree with these things being basically a common, but it is nice to get a little bit of variety when you're taking down these turkeys, so it's always nice to see a light brown level 3 instead of one of the normal common variations. But anyway, let's go ahead and pick up this one right here and see what it scores. It is 4.40, so it's not a level 2 diamond, unfortunately, which I was kind of expecting it to just be a gold, but you never know. There's always the chance that it could make it. This one sadly did not. And you know, although that level 3 light brown diamond turkey was a pretty cool find, There is a couple other things we ended up finding as well, and the first one of them just happened to be a level 9 mountain lion. Once again, this was pretty late at night, so there is no commentary again. That's kind of been the theme with the last 3 nice trophies that I've got off of livestream, and unfortunately they've all been very late at night while my wife and daughter are sleeping, so I just opt not to do any commentary so that I don't wake them up. But we did manage to find this level 9 mountain lion, and it ended up being a pretty good one. It's been a bit since I've had a diamond mountain lion that's actually scored pretty high on that diamond rating, and it was actually really cool to see one that was very close to max score. I think it was like 0.30 off, which is not bad at all. A very solid level 9 mountain lion. And though both of those trophies were pretty amazing and very cool to get, they were not the coolest thing that I ended up finding over the last couple days. And we're going to take a look at what was probably the best trophy that I've got in the last few hunts on Silver Ridge Peaks, and that was a Melanistic mountain lion, which you really don't see too often. I think I've only killed 2 or 3 of them in the past. They're just not a common sight. So anytime that I can find one, it gets me really excited because it is such a rare thing to find on Silver Ridge Peaks. Even for people that grind mountain lions very heavily, like my brother, it's still the least common of the rares and diamonds when it comes to mountain lions. So it's always really nice to see them, and we ended up finding ourselves a pretty decent one at level 7. Well, unfortunately, I have not been able to find anything else too good. I ended up finding nothing good on that level 1 server, which is very disappointing since usually those types of servers are very solid and tend to have a couple nice trophies. Sadly, we couldn't find any. Going to assume that either somebody else found them before us or there just was nothing in the areas that we were searching. But anyway, let's go take a look at some of these in the trophy lodge. And here we are in the lodge. This is our light brown turkey right here, 4.7 on the score, a very beautiful diamond turkey. And then across from it we have our Melanistic mountain lion, which did end up scoring 37.3, so it is a very solid mountain lion. I don't see a lot of these like I was mentioning, so it's always cool when we can find ourselves a Melanistic, and this one just happened to be a pretty decent level 7 as well. Quite a beautiful animal, one of my favorite Melanistics in the game. I just think they look so cool. The whole kind of like Black Panther look is just amazing. Never gets old seeing one of these in game, and I hope that one of these days we manage to find a super rare one that ends up being a Melanistic as well. You know, that would be the dream for mountain lions. Hopefully one of these days we will achieve it. But anyway, guys, if you are brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click that like button, and ring that notification bell so you guys will never miss any of the future uploads. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below if you guys enjoyed this, and I will try to respond to as many of them as I can. With that being said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!